Hello friends, welcome to my channel. If you are a B.Sc IT student, then I must tell you that this video is going to be very helpful in your studies as well as in your work. So let's start. Today we will be talking about the topic Introduction to Information Technology.
Chapter 1. Introduction. Information technology is suggested in the context of fourth law of library science. Save the time of the reader/staff, in which S. Ranganathan recognized an objective relating to the internal efficiency of the library. The rapid growths of information and communication technologies have given rise to the evolution of several new jargons like paperless society, electronic resources, portal/gateway, and global digital library. In the day context, all types of libraries, visit academic, public and special, are not only providing printed resources to their library users, rather they provide printed, electronic as well as other internet resources like ebooks and databases for fulfilling the day-to-day academic and research requirements of the library users. The challenge the present society faces in the 21st century is keeping pace with the rapid developments in the information and communication technology. One needs to continuously upgrade their knowledge and skills. It is understood that we live in an information-rich society where the amount of information and knowledge in the present world is increasing at a tremendous pace. Information literacy is the ability to evaluate information across the range information needed, locate, synthesize, and using the information effectively, using technology, communication networks and electronic resources. Information literacy includes the full range of experience, and the user needs to enable the use of information literacy. People who are not fond of reading will agree with the fact that a library is the most peaceful place on the earth. Library is like corpora of knowledge. One could find books in a library in almost all topics, like history, geography, or even science fiction. Libraries are considered as the shrine where all the relics of the ancient saints, full of true virtue, and that without delusion or imposture, are preserved. A library is like the whole world encompassed in one room. Without a library, an institution will not be complete. It is very essential to the education, and any problem, any query unanswered, one can find it in one of the books stored in the library. Libraries are an integral part of the education system, and one is incomplete without the other. A well-stocked library is an asset to any institution. A library is a place where not only books, but also magazines, journals and newspapers are well stocked for the benefit of the readers. Besides this, one can also get the entire charts, encyclopedia, government gazette, etc. A reader can either read in the library or borrow the book/journal of his choice and take it to home. The library is a popular place in the academic curriculum. With the growing popularity of Internet, the retrieval of information becomes faster. In view of the above facts, it is apparent that a library is a very important place in the society. Libraries are the repositories of knowledge, form of an integral part of education. The primary objective of the library is to organize and provide access to information. This objective will never change, but the format and methods that are used will change dramatically, providing new opportunities and challenges. Libraries have witnessed a great metamorphosis in recent years. Print medium is increasingly giving way to the electronic form of materials. Library is an extremely important entity in an ever-changing society, and it must be responsive to the needs of society. Information technology, IT, has changed the complexion of today's libraries. Libraries have evolved to become information provider rather than mere document providers. The shift from the traditional libraries to the digital is not merely a technological evolution, but requires a change in the paradigm by which the users access and interact with information. This move from traditional to electronic library also alters the fundamental role of library. 1.1 Impact of Information and Communication. Technology on modern libraries. The advances in networking and communication technology have made the information services available to the users on their desktop. In the era of networked information, Internet, the largest worldwide networks, has emerged as the most powerful tool for an instant access to information. Information at nanoseconds of time to end user at any time and at any place in the world. Today's users can no longer depend on conventional information sources to cope up with the latest developments in their respective fields. Resources are now emerging as vital source of information for all recent and emerging thoughts and ideas coming into existence in whatever area of research. Emergence of Internet and World Wide Web, WWW, has provided a platform to display these resources globally. The features inbuilt in the search and retrieval of these resources have made the usage to the maximum. Information and Communication Technology, ICT, has a major impact on materials for search. ICT can provide the enhanced forms of research resources, as e-resources, and is changing the shape of both the primary resources like texts, images and data, and secondary resources like catalogs. Libraries are subscribed to various bibliographic and full-text databases which are of interest to the users. Libraries have changed its face with the emergence of ICT. They have assumed the role of educators, train the users to find, evaluate and the usage of information in the library and also through electronic networks. Libraries have been using ICT in general and computer technology in particular, to automate a wide ranges of administrative and technical processes and provide better services to their users. ICT has helped the library and information science professionals in conquering space and time and rendered it possible to retrieve information from any corner of the world instantaneously and provide it to the users efficiently and effectively. In an age of information explosion, ICT is progressively replacing the old methods of information collection, storage, and retrieval. Academic library system is a major beneficiary of ICT. Information is knowledge, facts, or data. For the purpose of enabling the users to assimilate information, it should be repacked. Knowledge becomes information when it is externalized, i.e., put into the process of communication. The effectiveness of communication technology depends how well it provides its clients with information rapidly, economically, and authentically. A large number of ICT-enabled service including OPAC, e-resources, etc., are available in the academic library. 1.2 e-library/digital library. An e-library or digital library is a physical site and/or website that provide around-the-clock online access to digitized audio, video, and written material. It provides free copies of books, journals, etc. available to the users. Normally these materials are classics which have no copyright digital formats, as opposed to print, microform, or other media, and accessible by computers. The digital content may be stored locally, or accessed remotely via computer networks. A digital library is a type of information retrieval system. Digital libraries are increasingly popular research area that encompasses more than traditional information retrieval or database methods and techniques. There are many numbers of definitions. An e-library is the electronic information library organizer's usage of catalog, tag and search books and journals. It maintains a database as the collection of e-materials and provides services in digital form. Many libraries traditionally have been repositories of local information and heritage documents such as manuscripts, rare books, maps, photographs, and paintings, etc. In university libraries, documents generated in a house such as dissertation and theses, research reports, etc. represents the intellectual strength of the institution. Libraries are developing digital repositories of such resources and providing access to internet or intranet access to these. Large public and academic libraries also provide up-to-date local information via internet. Digital libraries are a natural progression from electronic document sharing. The main benefit of digital library is the ability to provide around-the-clock, remote access to high-demand or restricted materials for multiple concurrent users. Setting up a digital library can either be done by using off-the-shelf digital library products, document management products, or library management products capable of digital library management or in-house system development by using open archives software. A simple definition of digital library is a library consisting of digital materials and services. Digital materials are items that are stored, processed and transferred via digital, binary, devices and network. Digital library services are information services that are delivered digitally over computer networks. 1.2.1 Advantages of e-library. E-library is the easiest to use the available online research tool. Standard searching help the educators to integrate the technology into the curriculum by increasing the technology literacy. Students can use the search by topic feature to retrieve a manageable amount of quality content quickly and easily. Public libraries need to offer an easy-to-use research solution to patrons. Point-and-click functionality ensures all the users finding the information they need. Reference Desk gives the integrated access to dictionary, encyclopedia, almanacs, and much more. Visually impaired people are no longer disabled in searching and surfing information on digital library. There are a number of reasons for building digital libraries such as information explosion, dwindling budgets of the library, space problem, high information demand, available technologies, etc. The other major points, which compel us for digitization of present-day libraries, are documents and other materials hashed in the collection of. Traditional libraries are deteriorating at a rapid rate. Libraries with unique collection of manuscripts and archived should be digitized so that these rare materials should be available for extensive access throughout. Digital library technology is to manage the large amount of digital contents such as thousands of images, audio clips, etc. Vast amount of information being created and stored each day makes it more difficult to find specific information later. There are electronic tools, which enable this to be done quickly and easily by text search and also by the actual searching on the closer texture and even in shapes in images. Digital libraries enable greater access to the content. They are capable of managing the content from multiple locations and provide a way to enrich teaching and learning environment from the distance. The information available on the web is not uniformly distributed, and only a small portion of which exists in print. 1.2.2 Functional components of digital library. Though diverse varieties of digital libraries are being developed today, most of them share a few common functional components. A basic understanding of the key functional components will help in developing digital library. The key components are briefly discussed below. Selection and acquisition. Typical process covered in this component include the selection of document to be added, digitization and / or conversion of these documents to appropriate digital form. Organization. Key process involved in this component include the assignment of metadata, e.g. bibliographic information, to each document being added to the collection. Indexing and storage. This component carries out indexing and storage of documents and metadata for efficient search and retrieval. Repository. This is the digital library front-end used by the end users to browse, search, retrieve and view the contents of the digital library. This is typically presented to the users as an HTML page. Digital library website. This is the server computer that hosts the digital library collection and presents the collection to the user in the form of a website homepage. The user selects a suitable link on this page to go to the search and retrieval front end mentioned above. The digital library delivers the content based on search and retrieval operations. The digital library homepage itself may be integrated with the library website through an appropriate hypertext link. Network connectivity. For online access, the digital library website computer should have dedicated connection to the intranet and/or internet. Depending on the target user community, access may be restricted to the intranet, organizational LAN, or extended to the external users through the internet.